Hello and welcome to the Powerboost meditation. Today, let us experiment with the theme, an extra gift. An extra gift. We see life as an extra gift. Something which is extra naturally doesn't create any attachments. If I have 10 cups and I use only 5, then naturally I won't have any attachment to the 5 that are extra, which means that I don't have dependency on it, which means that I can easily let it go. I can still use it, but when I'm using an extra cup versus a regular cup, there will be difference in the way I use it. When I use an extra cup, I'll feel it is like something out of the ordinary, something which I don't normally use. And naturally, the feeling then is that it is a gift. So the more I see life from the perspective of the soul, this entire story, this entire life is extra. So I, the being, the soul, the spiritual energy, I'm eternal, I'm immortal. And this body, this life, is something which is extra, which means the soul does not depend on this life of the character, the role. The soul is separate. The soul has played many such roles and will continue to play many of these roles. So from the perspective of the soul, this life is really extra. The soul's existence lies really beyond this physical role life. So the more I emerge this consciousness that this life is extra, I'll begin to feel that this life is really a gift. So the more I feel it is extra, the more I can use it as a gift. And the more I use it as a gift, I use it to enjoy without creating attachments. And so this deep inner wisdom of knowing that from the perspective of the soul, the role, the story, the life is extra, and it is a gift, so that the soul is full in its essence, and the soul is just coming down into this physical dimension to play this role, which is extra and which is a gift. And this attitude automatically creates feelings of inner contentment. And when the soul is full, the soul is not lacking anything, the soul is not empty, then automatically the soul isn't looking for love or respect or anything else from the external world. And so then life becomes a very beautiful experience. I'm not fighting anymore. I'm not looking for others' approval anymore. And I'm naturally able to also forgive others. And so all this comes as a byproduct. All this richness of the life comes as a byproduct. And it is really the truth that from the perspective of the soul, I, the soul, I have a home. My home is eternal. I have a father, the spiritual, the supreme soul. I have a family, the spiritual family. And my deepest inner needs is basically met by my eternal experience. As a soul, everything which is physical belongs to another dimension. So the more I realize this, it's easy for me to hold on to the spiritual frame of mind, to easily stay detached in every situation, and also stay loving, loving towards everybody. So let's take a few moments and go within and experience life as an extra gift. As we turn our attention inwards, we realize that at the core, at the essence, I'm a spiritual being, an eternal being, a being that is completely separate from the physical dimension, the physical story. I'm taking part in this beautiful play of life, but I'm completely separate from it. All the various roles, the characters, the story, everything is extra for me. Just like an actor takes part in a movie and then takes part in another movie. For that actor, all the movies are extra. His reality is different from the movie world. In the same way, for I, the being, the soul, the point of light, the whole world is completely separate. The reality lies in my experience as a soul. I realize the eternal gifts that I have. I realize that I belong to the divine. I realize that my home is eternal. I realize that my family is the most beautiful, loving, perfect family. I reaffirm this perspective of the soul as I shift the consciousness into my real dimension. In the home of light, immersed in the experience of silence. I naturally have a sense of detachment from the story world, as if it really does not matter. I take away the sense of ownership from the story. As I experience the story fading away, I naturally come into the light of God's love. The light where I, the being, the soul, I am loved unconditionally. I experience being merged in the divine love. As I go deeper into this experience, I feel a sense of deep inner contentment, of belonging with a spiritual family, where everyone is noble, everyone is kind, every soul is unique, every soul is worthy of love and respect. I naturally hold on to this experience. Experience of being full of spiritual treasures. I, the being, need absolutely nothing from the story world. And from this perspective, life in the physical dimension is a gift from the divine to enjoy, to share, to care, and to serve. It becomes natural to use life as a means to serve. When I realize that there's nothing that I have the ownership of, I can use everything as a trustee. I hold on to this experience of being nurtured, nourished, saturated in God's eternal love. And very silently, as I embark the journey back into the physical dimension, a world which is extra for me, where I, the being, am only a visitor. I've been sent to that world to awaken souls, to their reality. I experience this life as an extra gift. And I use every moment of this life to serve the divine in a natural way. Om Shanti. Thank you.